right, what's up? This is, you can tell how flustered I am today, but just based on that alone, just based on the camera adjustment right there. We're locked and loaded. We're ready to go. We got an exciting show today. We're back from a long weekend. Where's Kevin's comment? He says, happy Tuesday, feels like a Monday. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I apologize for my tardiness today. This ended up being a busy day. It wasn't supposed to be a busy morning. It was supposed to be a light morning, followed by a busy afternoon. But we is getting after it. We're getting after it today. We get an exciting day of stuff, guys. We have an exciting day of stuff. First and foremost, though, let's see who's here, okay? Let's see who's here, as my dog is like aggressive right now. Strictly Sports, I see you. Jules DuPont, Luis, good to see you. Adam Stubbs up in here. Jordan, Cheesesteak. Justin, look at Justin, the OTM crowd. And the Coops in here. Does he still do coffee? Man, I do. I wish I grabbed something aggressive. You know what I mean? I wish I grabbed something aggressive. We get an exciting day, though, right? Some of you are probably sending me messages right now being like, get in the DraftKings drop, right? That's happening. We get the big TOC drop. Oh, we got a Bandy sighting. Bandy's ready to go. I'll tell you right now, Bandy is bullshit that I didn't take him out the second I got home. So it's going to be like a fun little development over the next hour or so. But let's dig into some stuff that we got going on today. How many of you already in the chat are ready to rock and roll with the TOC drop that OTM's dropping today? Huh? How many of you guys are ready to go? I need to know. Strictly Sports says Team Cold Brew for the TOC drop today. Right? So 5 o'clock Eastern time. That's when it's happening, right? They did a great explainer last night on their pod stream. I don't know. Is that what you call it? Call it pod stream? They did a great explainer last night to give us like an idea of what's coming. I know TJ came on last week, right? And we talked about it. He might be hopping on a little bit later. I know they are crazy busy right now. So don't worry about it. Yeah, actually, breaking news, probably going to jump on at 3, so that 10 minutes or so. But let's see. 5 can't come here soon enough. If I don't get a TOC pack on my soul, I know, right? So we talked about this a little bit last week. I'm super pumped for this like fantasy football element. And I know I've said on streams, like, I don't know if my brain is going to be ready for football after all this basketball content. And let me tell you, a switch flipped last week, and I'm ready for some football. Does that mean we're out on the NBA? No, it just means we have to forget some other important stuff so we can focus on football in the NBA. So I'm going to pull up their site real quick just so we can see it, just so we can get some information. And you can take a look. So if you guys haven't gone over to toc.otmnft.com, get over there right now. They also have a Discord that's bumping. So if you haven't joined in there, get in there, guys. And here we go. Look, you get a joint brought to you by them, right? So we get a drop coming. Includes 5 NFTs in this pack. Okay, 5 NFTs, and they're gonna have. Let's look at the contest right here. They're gonna have a main event and a side hustle. So basically, what they're gonna be doing is offering, right? So when you just pulled the Broncos quarterback, how are you already pulling stuff, Jules? Did the drop already happen? Jules, are you a mole? Are you a mole, Jules? Answer honestly. But basically, so like Jules' comment right here, right, where he said he pulled a Broncos quarterback, that's kind of how this is going to work, right? So in the packs, you're going to get different not players, but different positions, offensive stuff. Oh, he's trolling. Jules, I'm an idiot, man, and I just read the comments. Real Ron Burgundy-esque. So you got to be careful with that stuff because I'll just read them out. But like, so maybe you get the New England receivers or the Chargers running backs or something like that, right? And then you build your lineup using those cards, moments, whatever. And they're going to be putting like exclusive tournaments. So essentially like you're creating a fantasy lineup every week. And it sounds pretty sick. Jason says, how many are we buying today? Feels like we're competitive in the standings. I'm going after him. I got to tell you, though, there's a lot of drops happening right now, and it is tough to decide where I'm going to throw all my money. If you were in my Discord, you might have seen me today be like, hey, I will give you moments for ETH right now because of how many sick drops are happening. But yeah, I mean, that's totally up to you. I do think there is an advantage to get. I think these are going to sell out, and I think people are going to be excited. Again, not financial advice. We've already been down the rabbit hole of like Mike is an idiot. So remind yourself that, right? Remind yourself. But it does feel like these are going to be pretty sought after. And I think too, like once we start seeing the utility of stuff, both in the tournament, they're doing a live final, which is the best, right? So We the People says dog looking like man, where's Kelsey? I'm telling you, this dog is furious I didn't take him out. He is. He was so excited when I got home and I was like, out the way. I gave him a treat right away. But Kwisenberg says selling out in seconds, at least get one $200 pack. Kwisenberg says team flip. No, so I think these will be flippable. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around it, so you can flip it. I'm pretty excited about it, so I think I'm going to be holding is going to be my plan. Unless these are like crazy sought after, and then who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I'm excited, guys. Again, we talked about this last week with TJ. As a noob in the NFT space, the noob fungible tokens. That was a terrible joke. Just scrub that, producer. But what I like about this is this scratches both a fantasy itch for me, and it makes sense. It makes sense. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. But again, we'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes once TJ gets back on here. I did want to check in. I know we have like the Derek Jeter drops happening in a few minutes, so I'm gonna jump into that right now because I feel like that will be sought after. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But we're going to go after that. I know we've got crypto dads. Some of you are in the streets in the pre-sale of the crypto dads. That's starting this evening as well. But that's also like a 3-day thing, so you don't have to go nuts for it. But yeah, I'm excited. Hey, we can also talk about some other things too, right? We're definitely going to get into Top Shot as well. But one cool thing that we announced yesterday in the Discord is a lot of you might remember when Johnny Vibes came on the stream maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, right? And we talked his experience with Top Shot and content creation, and we've been DMing back and forth, and we're actually going to roll out a football show once a week. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Wednesday or Thursday yet, but that's going to cover we're going to be doing a couple of eliminator pools that are taking place in Vegas, and we will be breaking down that content every day. So if you guys aren't familiar with Johnny Vibes, check him out. He's got an incredible poker YouTube stream, but he's a great content creator, and he's going to come on here, and we're going to chop it up. So as you can see, Team Hold is expanding a little bit, okay? We're going to be talking some football. Top Secrets in here. What is a Top Shot? How dare you? How dare you, Top Secrets? Strictly says, got into the crypto dad pre-list. Anyone else in on that? Yeah, I think we got a handful of daddies in here. We had them on 2 weeks ago, last week. I don't know. Time is a flat circle. And they were, that's pretty exciting. So that's going to be after TOC for me, though. That's going to be after TOC. We're going to get into the TOC streets, then the dad streets, and then who knows? The moon. Then the moon. Also, I'm going to be jumping on Club Top Shot a little bit later today if I can get a fucking sandwich in between this show and the next one. But we'll be jumping on Club Top Shot and having some fun with that. As to talk a little bit more about the TOC, I know Chris Conley's coming on as well. And in full garb, right? OTM garb, hat on backwards. TJ is ready for business. What's up, man? How are we doing?
Hello.
Dude, how are you?
Big
like
day.
Scale of like 1 to 10. How exhausted are you right now?
Yeah, it's been a lot going on. It's been a busy couple days, weeks, however long, but excited that drop day is finally here, and just hoping things go as smoothly as possible.
We're excited. So we T-minus 2 hours and 4 minutes till the drop, right?
Yes, sir.
So take us, like, there was a couple of questions about like gameplay too. Is there, can you like give us the gameplay for dummies? I took a shot at it, but I just want to make sure I didn't do it poorly.
Yep. Yeah. So gameplay wise, at least to start, there's going to be 2 contests each week, the main event and the side hustle. So in the main event, you have to play 5 NFTs, which is 1 of each position. So when you purchase a pack, you automatically get quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, defense. So buying a pack basically gets you a lineup. The most simplistic way you could play it is purchase 1 pack and play that same lineup every single week. If you don't want to be too active in it, But obviously then on the secondary marketplace, you can buy and sell to upgrade your positions, find correlation in your lineup, all of that kind of good stuff. And then the side hustle will be you play 2 cards, and it could be any 2 positions. It just can't be 2 of the same position. So you can't play 2 wide receivers, but you could play, Tampa quarterback and Tampa wide receivers to get that.
Oh, cool. I didn't know the side hustle. I knew the one of each position, which is pretty exciting. Also, and you guys probably announced this a while ago, but just noticed it on the Twitter yesterday. We get a live final?
Live final, yes. So the winner of each week will also qualify for the live final. So there's actually 2 elements to the finals too. So there's the one live final. The winner of each week gets to go to that one, and that takes place in week 17, the live event. And then we're also doing what we're calling like the online final.
Okay.
And so if you finish in the top 10% of entries in a given week, you get a seat to the online final.
Oh, okay.
And then you can get multiple seats to that one too. So that to me is kind of like showing who's the true champion, grinding week in, week out, getting those top 10 percentages. Obviously, the live final champion is one thing, but the online final is a cool one too, because you can see who gets the most entries after, finishing the top 10% for the first 16 weeks.
Yeah, I love that. Also, Doobie put this in the comments, and I don't know if he's just being funny or this could be true. He said, heard talk of a low score contest. Any truth to that?
Who said that? Well, all we said last night was that just because you think that you pulled a bad card doesn't necessarily mean that it will be a bad card. That's all we said.
I love that. I love the idea of the Texans they get like a 3x multiplier because of how much they suck. They're like, you could run David Johnson out because this week he's worth 3 times the amount.
Yeah, but yeah, basically, I'm sure that's a comment from what we said on the stream last night and what people are speculating. But, really the idea is that we're going to find unique ways over the course of the season that, all cards have value in some different way. Yeah. And that's all we're saying.
I love it. I love it. Keep it again.
Got to tease the people a little bit, got to leave a little mystery in the air. And
we all respond well to breadcrumbs. I love it. I love it. Exactly. I was thinking about this the other day, and I wanted to ask you, so I imagine when you guys were like brainstorming this, there's a lot of excitement around it. You're like, this is dope. What was like the most surprisingly challenging part of this whole thing? Where you're like, holy shit, I did not see this being not necessarily a hiccup or hurdle, but just like a surprising challenge.
Oh, great question. I mean, I think the coolest part has been the amount of people in our Discord over the past week or two that are like getting set up with a MetaMask wallet because of this. And so I think that, from a challenge standpoint has been a pleasant surprise. Definitely. But like the number of people that, and we've spent a lot of time, shout out to Coop in particular. He spent a lot of time working with people one-on-one, helping them get set up. And then, it's also like the community aspect. It's obviously a buzzword in the NFT space, but like truly we created this kind of space in the Discord where then new people come in, they have questions, and then other people that aren't OTM people are helping them out because they've seen other people go through the same issue. And like, that's always one of the things that I've loved about this space. So that's definitely one of the hiccups there.
Yeah, and we've noticed it too. Like the generosity, just in people's time alone, has been pretty incredible with educating people in this space. Because same thing in our Discord. We have a couple of different channels that truly there's I'll shout out like Nui, like Mihal. There's a Raptor News. There's a handful of people who are like willing to spend the time just out of like the goodness of their heart to like help educate people to get them set up. Because I know there was questions about like your upcoming drop, and they're like, wait, how do I do this? And people really will take the time to break it down, and that really that's been pretty cool. But I imagine, especially with the type of platform or the type of drop you guys are having. There's a lot of people might own this one, and this is like their first NFT that they've had, I would imagine. So I can see that being like a little bit of an exciting challenge, but a challenge.
Yeah, seen quite a few people that have said, this is the first non-Top Shot NFT that I'm getting involved with, which
Yeah.
is super cool. And that's also, part of the reason why we wanted to build on Polygon and allow people to purchase with credit card and PayPal, have no gas fees, because especially with the way that we're hoping this plays out, right, with secondary market transactions, like we want it to be a very liquid thing where you can change your lineup week to week if you want to. But if we were paying gas fees, that just wouldn't have been realistic. It would have just been silly. And you're not gonna, you're not gonna spend $15 in gas to make all these purchases over and over. It just wouldn't have been a good experience.
No, I think that's insane. I also didn't. That was something I found out later too, that you were doing it on Polygon, and I was like, oh, that's so smart that you can avoid some of the gas stuff. At least on the that be true on the secondary market as well, or is that mostly that is on the secondary market?
That is secondary market, yeah. So on our site, you just can you purchase direct from us, because basically we pre-minted the NFT. So today at 5, you're not minting an NFT, you're purchasing an already minted NFT.
Awesome. And I know you've probably shared this information a million times, so I apologize. But for the people, and how many packs are being released today?
Yep. So there are, in total, there's going to be 50,000 NFTs in the season. We're releasing half of those today, so 25,000 NFTs, and that's coming in the form of 4,000 packs of 5, and then 5,000 singles.
It's exciting. I imagine those are all gone at like 5:04.
It's going to be interesting. That's what people are saying. So it does seem to be pretty buzzing in the Discord and on Twitter right now. So people want to get their packs. It seems like.
I try to like poke around in the Discord, like just like check in, see what's going on. And do you guys have like 20,000 members in there right now?
Is that
the bots? Did I bring up the bots?
Yes, we had a wild experience on Friday where, so I don't know if you saw that like free NFT.
I snagged one.
one. So we did that. The thought was that, it'd be kind of a fun thing for people, like build some hype, build some buzz, obviously a little bit of marketing too. Yeah. But then, and it was doing great. Like we released it on Thursday. Mm-hmm. It was doing well, like getting a lot of organic traffic, a lot of new signups. The Discord was buzzing. It was like, okay, this is awesome. We go to sleep, we wake up, and we just got like this invasion of either bots or, just people that are in some like it got put in a Telegram chat from people in, a couple other countries. And
that's how you know you've made it, though. That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah, it was like our TOC Twitter account went from like 2,000 followers to 12,000 followers in 4 hours. And it was like, man, we worked so hard to get these Own the Moment followers for months and months and months. All you had to do is create some spammy free NFT tweet. But and then we just had to go into damage control mode and try to, I've just been like banning people, kicking people out. It's gotten calmer now too.
It does. It seems to be settled.
Yeah. I think there's actually some people that maybe came in from that are actually going to like try and play the game. It kind of seems like people have been in there and been like, okay, now can someone teach me football? I'm like, that's kind of fun too. Like I talked about the people that are learning NFTs through this, but there's also a population of people that maybe aren't super into football like we are, but are like, hey, this seems kind of cool. And that's another fun aspect.
That's what I'm super curious about too, just because there's so much of this NFT space, even though people say like the community and the artwork and whatever, but I do think a lot of people are like, I can't wait to get one of these, to flip one of these to make some money off it, which is also great. But I'm so curious to see how many people, because I do think this one's a little different because the utility is fantasy football and people just like love fantasy football, especially if this is the first time you're doing it. How many people are just going to get it and be like, no, I'm like locked in. This is what I'm doing. I'm playing the game, versus how many people are like, I'm going to get this and flip this so that people who want to play the game will get in. So I'm very curious to see what that's going to look like.
Interesting vibe.
Yeah.
I saw some people that were in Discord. Like I told my wife I was going to play DFS this year, but I can play this now instead. Like it's like a nice little workaround. It's not technically DFS.
That's right. It's a little bit different, and you're not going to see DraftKings or FanDuel deposits every Thursday or whatever.
So have you seen the artwork?
Oh, let's pull it up.
Let's I don't know if I can share or
you should be able to share.
I should be able to. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because we got two things that I can share. So let's first hold on. Let me share my screen. Chrome.
Yeah, it looks good though.
All right.
Here we go. Look at
So what
that.
we've got here. There should be some
That's
sound
not
too.
Ooh, what was the dog? Was it the
All right, ready?
Browns?
Here we go.
Ooh. There we go. The beat in the background. Dude, the Raiders one is pretty sick too.
Yeah, the Raiders one's cool. I think it runs through, and then there's Joker.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the Joker. This is nice, man. Ooh,
So there's a run through.
Did you guys bring somebody on to do the artwork, or was this like a hidden talent you had, TJ?
No, I was not drawing anything. We were lucky enough. We actually had 2 artists come on and tag team the effort. So, which I think is also cool. It gives kind of 2, similar overall theme, but a couple different styles because, I think that people like it. I paused on this one. I think this one is my favorite one.
This one's my
really
favorite
super.
too.
It's super cool.
Yeah, that one, the Raiders one really stood out as pretty cool. I like that a lot. I had another question from Jules in here, and he asked, "Are these limited to 1 season and then expire, or what's the thought process behind that?"
Yeah. So from the gaming perspective, yes, the 2021 NFTs are only eligible or have utility directly in the game for this first season, but we will continue to give these utilities in other ways, whether that's through just by owning them, you are a member of the club, you get access to some of the perks. We're going to be doing a ton of different giveaways, like event type stuff that you get as being a part of the club. And then we don't have the exact details yet, but we're looking into some kind of like trade-in or burn system where the more cards that you own from Series 1, if you want to trade them in or burn them, you can get access to, either pre-order packs or discounted packs. So no 100% locked in plan there, but it's something that we're super aware of and definitely are going to make sure that these things hold value beyond. And I mean, I also think that the first edition ones should always hold some kind of special value. So that's definitely what will be on our radar.
I would think so. I don't know a lot, but I know you're supposed to get the first ones, and I know that burning is cool. So you said 2 good things there. You get the first one and that potential burning.
Love it.
So I know they're both into that. I don't know. Anything else that like we need to know that the people, they're like, oh, we haven't covered this yet, but Mike, they need to hear this before I get out of here. Because I want to be very conscious of your time because I know you are swamped right now.
Yeah. No, that's great. So I think we could maybe I don't have something to say, but our buddy here.
Whoa.
Our buddy here may have a little something to say to the people.
Let's do this.
Let's check this out.
Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone. Before I get to every touchdown from every game, it is my privilege to shout out the commissioner of the Owners Club. Commish, what's happening? It's your boy Scotty from Sundays. Commish, we're back. We're back. And I know, as we in the NFL are saying, it's the biggest season ever. 18 weeks of NFL Red Zone, 17 regular season games for all 32. And it's a big year for the Owners Club. Kicking off the first year of fantasy football and NFTs. So just wanted to pump you up a little bit, get you ready for the season, as if we're not already ready, right? And hey, I know the club members, y'all are going to be watching me every Sunday. Thanks much. I appreciate the loyalty. We're going to give you everything we've got. So check out your NFT fantasy teams, and best of luck to all the club members. Commish, let's do another video at the end of the year to shout out the champion of the league. Have a great season, everyone. Dude. I'll see you Sunday for the Octobox and the Witching Hour.
This is insane.
All wrapped up in 7 hours of commercial-free football. See you, crew.
I think okay. First of all, I love Scott Hansen. I do. I really do. I'm a big Hansen fan. I have to know though, like, he improvised most of that, right? Outside of like the very specific bits you gave him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea if he knows what an NFT is or what, but
The back
that'd be a fun little thing.
The back half of that was a commercial for himself.
Yeah, he was pumping himself, and he's trying to get more, and he's already trying to book his second gig with us. So, hey, we'll shout out to them.
That was wild. And I can't stress enough. Scott Hansen, huge fan. That was bonkers. Well, there's no way this doesn't succeed because Scott Hansen is jacked for it, and that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Oh man! All right, TJ, I will let you go because again, I know you're going to be swamped, and I think will I be seeing you in like an hour?
I hope so. Yeah, the hope is that I can jump on Club Top Shot after things have gone smoothly, and we've got some packs out there. So that's going to be
after I've spent some money.
The hope. Exactly. But I'll definitely be watching you guys.
Awesome. Well, best of luck, man. And very excited for the project. I'm excited to follow along and then probably force our listeners into content around it. So I'm excited for it.
All right. Thanks, man. We'll talk later. Bye, everyone.
See ya. All right, everybody go check that out. Again, the drop's happening at 5 Eastern, TOC.OTMNFT.com. Those dudes are great. I'm excited for that project. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do what you love what you do. Something like that, right? But I am excited about that. And then check out Club Top Shot in a little bit. All right. Are we ready to do? Look, I just clapped aggressively. This dog could give a fuck about what I'm doing. All right. Oh, no. I hate this. I hate this so much. I was ready to get into my groove, and then here we go.
All right. What are we talking about, guys? Let's go.
All right. Real quick, Dustin, did you watch any of that?
None at all. Not any of it. I tuned in right now. Saw that it was winding down.
Yep.
Okay, this is my time to shine. This is when he needs me. This is when he needs me the most. Is to come in right now because it felt like it was winding down.
Absolutely. Are you hopping in line this afternoon? Or let's start here. What are you hopping in line for? Because it feels like there are a lot of lines.
I spent a shitload of money this weekend buying these apes that gamble. So I'm buying nothing. Nothing at all. Also, shout out Collins beat Lakers in 6 all day.
There we go. Wow. So nothing, huh?
Are you talking Tom? No. What?
So Derek Jeter's happening right now. I
saw
some people in the chat were going after Derek Jeter. We get the OTM, the TOC drop happening with a little fantasy football action that's happening at 5 Eastern.
I think maybe that. Oh, Crypto Dads is today, right?
Crypto Dads as well. We also got the Dads.
That's the only one I'm gonna get in on. I think I don't know. You guys have to teach me the other stuff. There's just too much happening.
There's a lot happening. Well, no, we had this conversation though, right? We had this conversation over the weekend because you're like, how are you not doing the gambling apes? And I was like, I can't. Like,
well, you were focused on a few other things, right? Like I know Greg is super focused on the dads, as all three of us are, but we are definitely forgetting about that, Greg. Sorry.
I didn't. Yeah, we will continue to forget about it. I don't even know what that is. We will continue to forget about that.
Thank you.
An update too on the Jeter. Wow, a $12 Jeter, $120 floor. All right, but that's
good for people. Do it. I can't.
I'm gonna get in line while we're in here, but that's the extent
for Jeter.
All right. Yeah, I'll get in line to flip that. I'll flip the hell out of those things. All right, this is what I wanted to talk about though, because I feel like we're 28 minutes in. Today's been chaos over here. I'm ready to get into some basketball. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it.
Thank God. Because I looked at the photo. It says the afternoon marketplace. I see a Sucks jersey on. And I see a Top Shot logo at the top of our screen. I said, when basketball?
When basketball? Basketball now. Basketball now.
Great. Let's do it.
What are you doing right now? In Top Shot, where are you?
I keep looking every day. I was going to bring this up on the Tomorrow Show, but let's go right now. Okay,
let's do it right now. We'll bring it up again.
There are a couple of moments I'm looking at. I'm waiting a little bit still, just because I want people to continue to get bored or they want to be liquid elsewhere. But this is a question for everyone in the chat too. Also for you, for sure. But I really want the chat to weigh in on this one. So here we go. There is a moment. And these are both reasonably priced, all things considered. Okay. It is a Top Shot debut. It is a rookie 4 badge or 3 badge with the Top Shot debut, right? Mm-hmm. And this is a nice rookie who has potential were excited about them, but they were not first team all rookie or any of that stuff.
Okay.
That Top Shot moment, that Top Shot debut moment is more expensive by a decent amount, not an outrageous amount, more than a first ballot Hall of Famer Top Shot debut. Where do you lean on that without knowing what I'm talking about? Where do you lean on that?
I just think a lot of not a lot of mediocre, but like there's a lot of people that make the Hall of Fame that I don't think people are super pumped about. That might not.
This isn't like a probably makes Hall of Fame kind of person. This is a first ballot, no brainer Hall of Fame person. It's not someone on the fence that you say.
I know who this is. I know who this is.
Yes, you do.
Now,
and there's an argument to go back and forth, but I want to see what the chat thinks on this too, because I've convinced myself both ways, and I want to talk about the other way with you as well, because I know you lean one way, but there's another way. I also sort of lean with you a little bit, and that's what I want to talk about. So it's not Carmelo, it's not Vince, but the question is, I want to know the chat. Let me know if you feel you lean with the first ballot Hall of Famer, like it's a no-brainer, or do you lean with no, I want the rookie with maybe potential, and I'm willing to pay more, and this person may not ever become this other person. Like it may not happen. There's no guarantee.
Yeah. Is the rookie Series 1 or Series 2?
It's Series 2. And the other one is Series 1, which could also be an argument. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know without. I'm trying to remember who the Series 2 rookie is.
That I didn't tell you, but okay, so I'll break it down.
But it's like the same price, right?
It's the same price. I wanted the chat to say like either the Hall of Famer or the rookie, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Caesar, are either of them Lakers? One of them is, yes. But that's not the point. So I started to look at where else, as everyone else is a Top Shot, where's their opportunity? Mm-hmm. What is available that maybe is flying below the radar? So I agree. I wanted to lean the Hall of Famer, but there's some caveats. So the rookie is James Wiseman. It's his 4-badge rookie. It's like 270 maybe. It might have went up to 250. I can't remember. It's somewhere around there, right? You get all the badges, which is nice. It's his actual sort of rookie card, if you will, rookie moment. And I like Wiseman a lot, and I know you really do, even more so than I do. What's his ceiling? Now, the first ballot Hall of Famer is the Dwight Howard Top Shot debut, which is also half the mint size. It's a Series 1. It has the championship badge, so you get a Top Shot debut badge and a championship badge, if that means anything to you. Mike made a great point about this isn't the Dwight that you are going to necessarily remember. That is the first ballot Hall of Famer, which I think is a perfect, which is why I'm questioning it. I think I completely agree. You're getting Dwight on the Lakers, which he was good and he was helpful, but he wasn't Dwight winning and, defensive player of the year. He wasn't that Dwight right from the Magic.
Reserve.
It was, he was off the bench. He was helpful. I think there's meat on the bone for the Lakers to win, and maybe it helps out. But what do you do in a scenario like that? You have someone that's not really their rookie card because they've been in the league a long time, and it's not the version of that. It's not, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or you can get this. Does Wiseman ever reach that potential? It's a question for the chat. And I know you can have your opinions of Dwight Howard. Yes, he DC1. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Dwight Howard's going to be, it's without a question, he is. Yeah. But it's a valid argument. And I'm not saying I lean Dwight. No. I also have a lot of hesitation about owning a moment at this stage in their career. And just because it's the Top Shot debut, like it's like less cool. Like I'd rather have him doing the Superman dunk or something that, right?
Yeah.
And that's a fair point too. Yeah. Also, I love the Uncle, the photo that it's in there. It's Uncle, what's his name? Oh God, I'm blanking on his name. He's hilarious. He has a YouTube channel and he talks about how people make shitty fried rice and it's amazing. And he just grades them. God, I'm blanking on his name. You can dunk on me for forgetting it, but it's fantastic.
They'll let us know. No, so I think this is a good conversation. The thing with Wiseman, right? Wiseman's ceiling probably isn't Dwight, right? Like Dwight's ceiling is probably higher. I think the argument for Wiseman though is that he will be, there we go, Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger, thank you. Yeah, that's it.
He will be in the conversation longer. He's going to be talked about, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the argument for Wiseman is, this is good, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. What were you going to share? Is that
was it? That was it.
I think Wiseman's moment has more room to run versus like I think Wiseman's moment has a better chance to say like, I mean, this is aggressive, but to say like 10x versus Dwight's moments to 10x. Dwight's moment, however, is probably not going down. Like it'll, you know what I'm saying? Where like Wiseman clearly could just he could just not have it. He could get hurt. Like there's a lot of things. So I think one's safer than the other. But for me, I just don't think Howard's moment has room to run in the sense that like if Top Shot succeeds, then all of the moments go up. But I don't think even the Lakers winning another finals and him being like the third or fourth guy off the bench, I don't know how much more value that's going to give him.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a good conversation because of what Top Shot is. It's how it's different because we look at Luka and Trey's TSDs and we're like, no, that's his rookie card because it's so, and Tatum, it's so soon, so recent that this is going to be considered like their rookie, right? Whereas you have players like LeBron, Carmelo, Dwight, who are all Lakers, by the way, it's so long ago from what it would be. Maybe you get to run it back, but you also are saying you're paying right now, as we looked at the price, what is that? $55 more. I think that's my maths, right? $55 more on someone who I don't know what his potential is. Like, I hope he can be amazing. Maybe there's going to be opportunity just this upcoming season to say, great, I can flip it now for $350 if you want. Is he going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? I don't know. Is he going to be an all-star? I don't know.
Who knows?
And I get the argument, and I think you made up a perfect sort of encapsulation of it. It's Dwight on the Lakers as a reserve, which is way less sexy. It's unfortunate that it is. If he has a running back on the Magic where he's just doing something unbelievable, that might have more value because you're getting him, and that could essentially be his rookie, even though it's not. Doggo sighting. Yeah,
Doggo, he's like, what's going on? No, I think that's right. Because I do think like Dwight run it back in Orlando is probably likely, right? Maybe I'm not saying right now, but like in the future,
at some point, right?
Yeah, Dwight in Orlando was one of like the best bigs of. I mean, this is aggressive. One of the best defensive bigs of all time.
It's a good point too, though. How many total Wiseman moments will there be in 3 to 5 years compared to Dwight? Does that matter?
No, because I think more people will be going after Wiseman moments than Dwight moments. Like I just don't know.
But that's also banking on Wiseman having an amazing career that they're going to be going after it. He may completely fall out of the conversation or whatever, or he may moon. We have no idea,
right? Which is
why it's fun. I think you can make arguments for both sides. I honestly have no idea where to lean. I kind of want them both in my account, which is why I even started doing it. Yeah, and I think I keep leaning towards Wiseman, but his price is still climbing. I thought it would drop or at least be similar to what Dwight's is. And Dwight's is kind of staying there. So I got tempted about that. Obviously, he's back on the Lakers. I know you don't agree with this, but I do think if they win another title, I do think it helps Dwight, his overall career, to say 2-time champion, first ever moment on the side, yada, yada, yada. And he got them both while he was a Laker. I do think that helps a tiny bit, maybe for Laker fans only.
I think it does, like 5 or 6 years from now, maybe, when you're just saying, oh, 2-time NBA champion Dwight Howard versus right now. You know what I mean? Like, we're all aware right now what that means if he wins another one versus like 5 years from now, we just kind of like rose-colored glasses a little bit. Nobody's like, when did you get him? You're like, you got him.
Right.
But no, I think
I can be convinced either way. Like I really could. I think the argument is completely there for the Wiseman. He's going to be more in the conversation rather than a player that's retired. If you get younger kids who are in their early 20s jumping on, they're probably more attached to the newer class. They don't care about Dwight Howard as much, which is fair. And especially the Lakers Dwight Howard, they might not chase. So it's an easy argument, I think, to say this, and then for someone to come in and say, actually, no, this guy's a legend, or I don't know. I just think it's fun to have these conversations, and that's what Top Shot can bring. And I really am curious what everyone's thoughts are.
I mean, hold on, I'm going to pull up because I'm curious. I want to see Howard's movement over time in his moment.
Okay.
Because I really am. I'm of the mind right now where Wiseman's a high risk, high reward, and Howard's probably like low risk.
And it's exciting. He's on the Warriors, right? He was the number 2 pick. He still has a ton of untapped potential. So it's easy, I think, to go right to that.
So let's look at 3 months.
Let's do 3 months.
So it's at like its peak right now in the last 3 months. Actually, let's do year to date. Screw it. So the highest it's gotten up to was like 400, and that was in March, right? So
is that March there? Can you do all? I'm just curious
we can do.
If it changes. I guess that's the same thing. Yeah.
So March, what was this? March.
So maybe that's the peak, right? Is only double.
Right. So like that's what I mean. Like I think it could definitely double up. Where you look at, and now let's look at Wiseman. Also, if there are any good comments in the chat, feel free to fire them up as I'm not looking at it. If we look at Wiseman, I'll be curious to see what this looks like. Also, I'm biased. I have one, so keep that in mind.
Which is fine. I want a Wiseman. I was hoping it dipped to the same price that the Dwight is. I mean, that was outrageous, that price. It was a new rookie. That's I don't think that's a fair.
No. But let's like around the same time, right? And this was in March. Right now we're still sitting at 900, and then it came way down to earth.
That's a huge drop.
Lowest was at 115.
Massive drop.
And now we're 115. You want to know who got it at 115? You want to know who this is? Me right here.
This is a. Oh, sorry, I shared the wrong. This is from Lloyd. You're forgetting the fact nobody likes Dwight Howard, which is a totally fair argument.
Yeah,
I'm not forgetting that. I think all of that weighs into it. I think I've mentioned it about other players that some people I don't care. I don't care to own a Grayson Allen at all. I don't care to own a Patrick Beverly. Some people do, some people don't. You can feel the same way about Dwight. That's totally fair. I don't want to own those players' moments.
Yeah.
And someone can absolutely say, I don't want a Dwight because I don't like him. It's all a valid argument to say maybe just because he has all these accomplishments and he is this, we don't care. I just thought it was a little bit interesting with the wrinkle of he has a champ badge on it, in addition to it being his Top Shot debut moment. And it's substantially lower than someone that we have no idea what that person's future looks like. And it's like just under half or a little bit more than half the mint count.
Yeah. That's, No, I think it's a good conversation. Eric asked, what is Melo's Top Shot debut? Isn't that like,
it's
like
less than Dwight. No, Melo.
Carmelo.
I think it's Carmelo.
My bad.
It's probably like 160, I think was the last a long time ago I looked.
Now, well, that has a little bit higher mint count than the Dwight, I believe. So maybe that's why because like, wouldn't you want the Carmelo before the Dwight Howard?
I think he's more loved.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I think so. I think he'll go down as a better player when all is said and done. So that's kind of interesting too. Yeah. So maybe that's the answer. Go get Carmelo.
or just wait for Wiseman. Selfishly, I wanted that Wiseman to dip a little bit, and I thought it would. So I thought maybe, wait a minute, why is Dwight so low? But this is the conversation. This is, I think this makes a lot of sense. This is, it's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, no, I think that is a good conversation. I think that is good. Have you switching topics a little bit? Have you messed around with the WNBA moments yet?
Yeah, I bought like 6 of them over the weekend.
There we go.
Yeah.
Caving.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like you, where you said you just didn't want to wait anymore.
I didn't want to wait anymore, and I was like, do we get some utility out of this? Like, what happens? You know?
Yeah, I've texted you. Oh, wow, his TST is 229. Carmelo.
Oh, it's come up a little bit.
Yeah, I remember in the chat being sad I didn't get a Bradley Beal at 90. So I bought a Carmelo at 90. Now the question is, do you hold that Carmelo, wait for Lakers season, and sell that bad boy for $500?
Probably. That's probably the move.
You think it reaches that amount?
I don't know. If he does anything, I could also see him go like full Karl Malone on the Lakers too. You know what I mean?
Karl Malone, Gary Payton.
Yeah, like it could get ugly. Also, we the people saying y'all better get into the next Jeter drop. Shit is going off. I did see a couple of
pull it up.
Yeah, let's see.
Worm says Howard's TST topped at 700 during February.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe that's the highest it ever reaches, which is I think a little bit of the argument. In terms of WNBA moments, while you're pulling that up, I bought Candace Parker, Brittany Griner, Marina Mabre, I think is her name, Sydney Weiss, Brittany Sykes, Chelsea Gray. I traded and got an Ariel Atkins with Yachty. Yachty got doubles of that. I got doubles another one, and we just kind of swapped.
There you go.
I bought Sabrina, got the Asia Wilson. I bought that Kelsey Plum I mentioned to you, and then my pack. So I've got a decent amount of them now. I think I have 15 or 16, something like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're getting close. Well, let me show you a little something. This is how many I got right there. So many. All of them, baby. We collected them all.
I went a little bit higher in the Sabrina, just sort of the floor. I think it's 50, and I climbed up to get a 3-digit serial. So I got a 593 serial. I wanted to go a little bit higher on someone who's a potential superstar with a major impact. I thought maybe let's spend a little bit more and see what happens.
I tried to sell my Brittany Griner 70 on the serial 74.
Oh, right.
I listed it for 250, and I was just like, if this sells, I'll go buy a $30 one. I don't think it's going to sell.
Fair.
I think
it's worth a shot.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So right now the Derek Jeter's going for $194. The $12.
Is there a way to show sold on there?
I'm sure there is.
Because it's like eBay when you go to it and you say, oh, look how much this is going for, and it's saying like $200 or whatever. But when you go to sold, sometimes it's a little bit cheaper.
No, there's definitely a way to do it because I know the Tom Brady one.
Is there utility for these, or it's just like we'll get there?
I think it gets you into a Discord, and then it also they're going to have other drops that I think you're going to.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have time to be in other Discords?
No, I don't.
No, zero time.
I've
got enough.
I've been ruling out projects based on being added to Discords. I was like, I can't do it. I can't get this NFT.
It's exhausting to say you need to be active in there. You got to do it. That's why I stick into the ones we're passionate about for sure. It makes sense. But I'm curious. Look, you can get your money. I just don't know that I have time to dip into this. It's too much. At some point, it's too much.
I have $89 in my DraftKings account right now, and I will go up until the $75 one, and then I'm done. I'm not adding money.
What do I got to pull up? DraftKings Marketplace?
He's in, baby. He's in. You just go to DraftKings.com, and they've got a nice little shiny thing.
But it's more the thing of you enter it, and you may or may not get it.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Jason's right. Okay. Utility is boosting your bankroll, so when you lose NFL DFS, you are absolutely right. Willis says some idiot sold for 100. It's me. I'm the idiot.
Did you sell or did you make money? Because if you made money,
exactly.
You profited. Like, baby. Don't be mad at it. Take the W. Don't be mad at it.
You got to print, baby, and no gas. People are saying I like that.
Yeah, I mean that stuff's got to get figured out, right?
It does have to get figured out. To the point that I said this earlier in the Discord. I was like, listen, I will trade moments for ETH right now. Straight up, so I can skip this process.
Right, just put it in the wallet.
Yeah, just put it, because the New York thing is driving me nuts. You have the ability to do this in California, right? Like, if you withdrew from your Dapper, you can turn it into USDC and then immediately turn that into ETH, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I can't. In New York, they were like in the 15th century, and they're like, we'll fax you a check or something.
No, thank you.
It's brutal.
There was one drop that happened on Saturday that we didn't talk about that I got in. Did I tell you about this? No. This drop. Hold on.
Is this going to be a bit?
Boom.
Oh, shit.
Some Jordan 6s.
That's pretty nice.
That dropped Saturday morning. They're the Bordeaux for all the wine aficionados.
I like that.
These are pretty sick. So I jumped in that drop and scored. So it works the same way. Like, I think what the reason I thought about is the DraftKings, right? Like, you might win a chance to buy this.
Yeah.
That's what I think that it's the same thing on sneakers. So it's funny. I told my wife, Iris, I go, hey, I won a raffle for some Jordans this morning. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Like, so they just send it to you. It's free. And I go, oh no, I had to pay for them, but I won. Wait, what did you win? I don't get it. You won a chance to buy it? I said, yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Yes.
But then also I did win. On the Gambling Apes, they did a thing where if you selected the round of a UFC fight, the person who was going to win and what round they were going to win, you had to react with an emoji, and I did it. I actually picked the wrong emoji of the person I thought that was going to win, so it worked out in my favor, but I won. And then so I told her, I said, oh, hey, I won something else on this one. She's like, okay, but did you win or did you? How much money do you have to spend on this win? I said, no, they're giving me money. There's nothing else. So we won some ETH. I won some ETH. There's like 20 or 30 people. If you got it right, they were just sending out ETH to the accounts.
How much ETH are we talking?
Not much, I don't think, but it's something. I got to look at it. I'm still waiting for it. I'm keeping track of it to say when ETH.
Well, yeah, because when dads are
Yes.
like, we're an hour and a half away.
Fill it up.
We think, right? I know there was talk. Oh, hold on. Let me just double check
Yeah.
something. No, they didn't. I know there was like a little concern about because of how ridiculous the gas was. They're like, maybe we delay it. But the good news is we have 3 days to do it. So I'm not too worried.
So for the pre-sale, we have 3 days.
3 days. Yeah. We get to
Greg showed me that the gas price went up to 7,000.
That's out of my price range. It's out of my price range. I can't do 7,000.
I saw that and I thought, all right, wait a minute. Is this, if you have insufficient funds, it will just make the gas price exponentially high. It's just a weird thing. I guess that's how it works. And I looked, I went on like Gas Now, whatever it is. And I said, holy shit. No, that's just the actual gas price right now. No, thank you.
That's why shout out On the Moment doing this right on the Polygon.
Oh, there you go. I got a little Polygon. In my account.
Dude, get involved.
We talking Solana? What are we talking?
All you need to do, you get 1 pack, you get 5 moments, you just roll those out in all the fantasy contests. That's all you got to do.
Is this for the OTM thing?
Yeah, this is the OTM. Dustin's in. You can see it. You can see it.
Man, are you trying to get me to do DraftKings, OTM? Like, I got a football draft tomorrow. Tonight, actually.
You hit the DraftKings, you flip the Jeter, you take that money, you buy the OTM. There you go. It's easy. This game's easy.
It says dropping now $25. Did I miss that already?
No, it's starting right now, but the drop isn't until 4 o'clock. So we get some time, I think.
Okay. I've officially joined the drop.
Yeah. But speaking of time, I think I got to wrap here because I started 15 minutes late and it has screwed up my entire day. Because I got it. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Coop says Dustin seems like a guy who would hate losing all of his money on DK, but TOC, all the weeks you get your fix. That's right. You just buy one time, baby.
I'm gonna try. It's just there's a lot going on. It's busy. I've bought apes and dads, and I'm still trying to buy James Wiseman's GSD. Like there's talking about getting Jeter autograph things. I don't know. It's a lot. I love it. I'm in on the fantasy. Yes, and you're absolutely right. I would hate losing on DraftKings. I'm not good daily,
Yeah.
But if I have this opportunity, I'm in 100%. Big difference. Big difference. Yeah.
All right, ready here. A couple quick things. Tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern, we're back. Also, I didn't even know if I told you this, Dustin, but Afrofo, who's been in the Discord for a while, he's going to jump on tomorrow night with us.
Nice.
He's got some fun stuff.
Okay.
And then that Johnny Vibe show, the football show, that's going to be coming at some point. It's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday. And then, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on, everybody. Dustin, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Excited about it. Excited about everything happening. I think it's really fun. I do want to keep checking Top Shot because I think it's fun for a lot of our basketball fans. There's going to be more basketball stuff coming.
I think we're going to get a ton of news this week. So here you go. I think we're going to get just an idea of what's coming in the next couple of weeks. It's been too quiet. News is coming.
My guess was, are we officially in September? We are. It is 9/7. My guess was early to mid-Sep is when that, basketball is officially off the grid.
Mm-hmm.
See, football drafts are coming. All that kind of stuff. Football is happening this Thursday. This is when I want to say, oh, no, basketball's still here, baby.
Let's go buy some shit.
Yeah. WNBA's out there. They did that. That was a nice drop to sustain.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get some run it back. Let's get some running back.
I'm ready. And I'll leave you the Power Duster said, what time's the club Top Shot? It's early. It's over at 4:30, which is part of the reason why I got to go get a sandwich and take.
Also got to get a haircut.
You do got to get a haircut.
I'm getting a haircut. I got it today at 4:00. It'll be good for the Wednesday show.
Fresh for Wednesday. I like it.
Fresh.
All right, everybody. We're out. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. Go buy a bunch of stuff. I think that's how we'll end it. Go buy.
Spend money, not financial advice.
Exactly. All right, we're out of here. Later, all.
See ya.